Larry Bird went from a poor kid in French Lick to an NBA icon worth $100 million. Today, we're taking a tour to discover how this basketball legend manages his amazing life of luxury. Let's go. The centerpiece of Bird's life off the court is his estate in Indiana, and it doesn't come across like something built to impress strangers. The place feels steady, solid, and lived in. From the outside, the house shows off strong brick walls that look like they'll hold for generations, big stretches of grass that feel open and inviting, and a kind of presence that is calm but still powerful. The house does not scream wealth. Instead, it feels like a home that grew out of Bird's roots, where family carries more weight than appearances. Walking through the rooms, you won't see gold staircases or walls meant to sparkle under bright lights. Everything here feels warm, with a mix of comfort and pride. The living room tells the story best. The walls carry framed jerseys and old photographs that remind anyone who looks of championships and the grind it took to get there. They aren't displayed like museum pieces, but as part of a life that kept moving forward after the last whistle blew. The couches are the kind you sink into without thinking twice, and a wide stone fireplace makes the whole space feel steady through any season. Mixed in with these touches are family portraits that ground the whole place, showing the people who shaped Bird's world once basketball was done. Off in the corner stands something that instantly grabs attention: an old wooden backboard. It's marked and worn from years of use, but it feels priceless. That backboard is like a quiet reminder of how everything started, back when Bird was just a kid in French Lick chasing a dream. In a home filled with memories, that piece of wood might carry the most meaning of all. At the center of Bird's life is his wife, Janet. She has been there for decades, steady through every chapter, and her presence brings a kind of balance that even the glory of basketball never could. Their marriage shows its strength not through public displays, but through the calm, steady rhythm of a life built together. It is rooted in loyalty, trust, and the kind of quiet love that outlasts trophies and headlines. Janet does not care for the spotlight. She has always been more focused on building a family and keeping the home filled with comfort and tradition. The place in the house that shows her touch most clearly is the kitchen. Wide windows let sunlight in and make the space feel open and warm. The counters are rarely empty. There are always signs of something prepared with care. Whether it's breakfast waiting to be cleared or the leftovers of a big dinner. It's not just about food though. The kitchen has become a meeting point for the family, a space where conversations stretch long after plates have been cleared. Family dinners here matter. They are not staged or formal, just evenings where stories are told, jokes are shared, and laughter fills the air. No championship moment, no highlight reel can top the feeling of sitting down with people who know you beyond the game. Larry is the legend who brought basketball glory to Indiana and Boston, but in these walls, he is simply a husband and a father. Janet makes sure of that. She is the one who keeps things steady, who turns a house into a home and gives Bird the space to step away from the intensity of his public life. She may stay out of the headlines, but in his world, she is the foundation. Together, they've raised 3 children, each with their own path, but connected through the foundation their parents built. Their eldest son embodies the Bird work ethic without leaning on celebrity status, charting a course defined by hard work rather than headlines. Their daughter balances her own dreams with the close ties of family, and their youngest child, still filled with youthful energy, brings spontaneity and joy to the household, keeping everyone grounded. The way the Bird family works together says a lot about Larry himself. His values are easy to see in the way they live. Humility, discipline, and love are not just words he talks about, but things he puts into practice. Even though his name is huge in the world of sports, he has always taken pride in being present as a father. It is not about putting his success on display or reminding his kids of who he is. It is about showing up at the right times and letting them know that family comes before everything else. That same mindset carries over into the way he treats his passions, like his cars. Bird's garage is not designed to impress with size or flash. It feels more like a space that tells his story in steel and paint. Every car parked there means something to him. The most striking is the vintage Mustang. The lines of the car, the sound of the engine, and the history it carries all connect him back to an earlier time. It is more than a machine. It is a link to an era when cars were simple, bold, and built to last. Not far from it sits a Tesla Model S. Its smooth shape and quiet drive reflect a different side of him, the part that looks ahead and pays attention to where the world is going. It shows that he is not not stuck in the past, but is willing to embrace change when it feels right. The rest of his collection is a mix of family SUVs, dependable sedans, and a few cars built for speed. None of them feels like a trophy. They feel like choices, each one fitting into the balance of his life just the way he likes it. Bird has often been spotted taking long drives down quiet Indiana roads. Sometimes Janet is with him, sometimes he is alone. Those drives are not about the destination. They are about reflection, about reconnecting with the small town boy who once dreamed big on cracked concrete courts. His fortune did not appear overnight. It came from NBA salaries, endorsements, coaching, executive roles, and smart financial choices. But unlike many athletes who flaunt their success, Bird took a quieter approach. He has always been cautious with money, avoiding the kind of reckless spending that has destroyed other careers. For him, wealth is not about attention. It is about security, stability, and building a future for his family. That doesn't mean his life lacks comfort. He enjoys beautiful homes, quality cars, and vacations, but it is never about showing off. His wealth provides peace of mind and lasting comfort rather than a public spectacle. Larry Bird's generosity has always been quiet but deeply impactful. Beyond the basketball courts and the fame, he pours his heart into giving back to the communities that shaped him. In Indiana, his support can be seen in scholarships for young athletes, funding for rural basketball programs, and contributions that strengthen local initiatives. Unlike many celebrities who turn philanthropy into a publicity tool, Bird's efforts rarely make headlines. He gives because he knows what it means to grow up with little, and because he wants the next generation to believe that opportunity is possible, just as it was for him. Inside his home, there is a room that could be called his sanctuary. Basketball memorabilia fills the space, from trophies to framed jerseys, but it is not a shrine. It sits alongside books, records, and family heirlooms. This is where Bird reflects on his journey, watches games, or spends quiet evenings with friends. It is a space that captures both the legend and the man. Wealth can be counted in millions, but the things Bird values most are the small parts of his day that give life meaning. He likes to start mornings with a strong cup of coffee, taking it slow as he walks across his property. The pace is unhurried, and it sets the tone for the rest of the day. He enjoys backyard barbecues where laughter carries into the night, conversations with his children that stretch long after dinner, and the warmth of a fire when the air outside turns sharp and cold. Staying active is still important to him, though it feels different now compared to his playing years. His home gym is modest, but enough to keep him moving, and golf has become his way of mixing friendly competition with relaxation. For Bird, health is no longer about chasing perfection. It is about having the energy to enjoy the life he has built. By the way, Larry Bird has a sharp sense of humor that tends to catch people off guard. His wit is dry, sometimes delivered with a straight face that makes the punchline even better. He enjoys pointing out the little ironies in basketball strategies, offering clever takes on local politics, or joking about something as simple as gardening. What surprises most people is how approachable he feels. Conversations with him never carry the weight of his fame. Instead, they feel easy and genuine, a reminder that even legends can be as grounded as the neighbor next door. Larry Bird's life is a mosaic: a loving wife, 3 children who reflect his values, cars that connect past and present, a home that balances history and comfort, and a wealth of rituals that make life meaningful. More than a basketball legend, he is a reminder of what success looks like when the spotlight fades. When you look at Larry Bird's lifestyle as a whole, one truth stands out. His $100 million fortune is not a monument to excess. It is a foundation for family, comfort, and values that never left him. His story is not about living large for the sake of it. It is about living well, honestly, and true to himself. That's the end of today's video. Thank you for watching till the end. What do you think of Larry Bird's lifestyle? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you don't miss what comes next. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.